guys, good morning on this beautiful, I think it's beautiful, Memorial Day, actually. Currently it is Monday, Memorial Day, May 31st, a wonderful time, and just wanted to give you guys a little video. I'm finally back from vacation. We went to that side of the family's beach. Well, I'm guessing that's what they want to. Guessing that's what everybody's going to consider, that's for that side to be that family vacation spot, if you will. I mean, it is, it is a great beach. I had a wonderful time this year. I was a little bit apprehensive about it at first, because last year we were blessed with, I wouldn't say the best of rooms. Last year the rooms were pretty crummy, but we were blessed with, we went from Saturday to Saturday, right before the weekend, before Memorial Day weekend, and last year was right when the state of South Carolina reopened up, if you will. I don't know what was really closed, because as a wastewater operator, we're kind of outside the norm. Things are such, after all, everything was essential then, because, grocery stores were still packed out. The Home Depots and Lowe's were still packed out. Anyways, get back on point. In other words, people weren't really traveling that much last year when the state first opened up. So I somehow magically got lucky enough, or somehow my wife and I got lucky enough to book a vacation the day the state reopened back up everything. So the beaches that week were not as packed as they typically would have been if it was, like been fully opened up for weeks and things of that nature. But this year was a little different. This year obviously was a little different. Everybody got their stimulus money. People were willing to go out more. And let me tell you, it was difficult for us to book something. First off, because it was just difficult to book something for week to week that was within a decent price range, because of how everybody was taking up these spots. I'm guessing that everybody wanted to be out the house, or wanted to get out and go out, beach, mountains, everywhere this time of year. Kids were finally getting out of school, or it's the end of May. Some kids are already out of school, some kids are still going through the school, and parents are like, fuck it, let's just go now. So everything was booked. I was lucky enough to find a spot that wasn't booked for a whole week, and that's the key, is trying to find one that was booked for a whole week within a certain price range too. So that was a nightmare. Okay, so while booking and stuff, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, shit, it's going to be crowded. It's not going to be anything like it was last year. It's going to be rough. However, I was wrong. I was thoroughly impressed. It was not nearly as crowded as I thought it was going to be. It was actually quite pleasant. We still had plenty of room to ourselves. It's not like we were back to back against other people. It was the dining, because instead of we got food and stuff for like lunches mainly, and then they decided we were going to dine out every night and eat out and whatnot. So we DoorDashed some stuff. Let me tell you, that's great. I'm finally getting to utilize DoorDash more outside of just work now. I can actually utilize it outside, outside, even at the house, which is, I live in a very rural area. So there's a lot of, not a lot of DoorDash or Uber type opportunities, and surprisingly, we do have DoorDash where I'm at, and it's absolutely pleasant and wonderful, especially if you got a kid and you don't really want to wrestle her into the damn car seat, and you're like, okay, I'm DoorDashing it. It's fair enough. It pays for more. It's more of the convenience that you need it, But anyways, so we DoorDashed and went out, and surprisingly, it wasn't like long wait times like we were expecting. Of course, we got there a little earlier because we have a little 2-year-old whose schedule was kind of thrown off a good bit thanks to this whole vacation. But hey, it was vacation. I imagine everybody's schedule was thrown off a little bit. We're getting back to it now. I'm going to work for a couple hours this morning. Wife's already at work because dialysis never stops for any vacation. you know. I mean, even if they did take the day off for vacation, they had to make it up. So it doesn't really ever stop. And the toilets never stop flushing in my line of work. So, hey, it is what it is. So, yeah, we just got back from this wonderful, wonderful vacation. We all ended up a little burnt. I wouldn't say I got too bad, but I still got a little bad, which is perfectly fine. I mean, hey, it's not like I'm gonna be out in the sun often anyways, especially with this weird ass May weather we've been receiving. I mean, it is, I wouldn't say it's weird, I would say it's more along the lines of weird for me, because it's actually pretty natural for this weather to be like this, because even more, it's supposed to be naturally like this during this time of year, because guess what happens because typically throughout all the years in the past, I already mentioned this a little bit, all the years in the past growing up here, typically right around May, things start getting balls hot, and it's technically summer, even though summer doesn't really start until like middle of June. So I'm actually enjoying a good spring. To me, this is a good spring. It's not hot, it's not that cold. That is a dead deer on that dude's driveway. He's gonna have a rough time. I would just drag it over to the side of the road or dump it in the woods somewhere, fucker. Anyways, so it's that time of year. So it's springtime here, and it's not like I'm gonna be out in the sun too much and stuff. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna get a little burnt. Hey, it is what it is. I got a little burnt. We all did. I'm not complaining about it. It is what it is. I still enjoyed it. My daughter even got a little burnt too. That little 2-year-old. She doesn't realize what sunburn is yet, but hey, we all got a little burnt. It's all right. It is what it is. But anyways, coming back from vacation, we got back on a Saturday. I was off that Sunday. Now today's Memorial Day, and man, oh man, I am. Both the wife and I were both just like dreading today in particular, because it's like we come back from a week-long vacation, and it's not like we went to work the very next day after the vacation. We had to, you know, because we got home and we had that Sunday completely off, just relaxing, getting schoolwork done, things of that nature, and we were both just like, this fucking sucks. It just fucking sucks. And it does. It really does. But, hell, it is what it is, you know? I mean, it's alright. So, so yeah, I got my new coffee cup for my birthday. My birthday passed recently, so I got a new coffee cup. It's a delicious coffee cup. I think it's the perfect one for summer, because my big one right here holds about 3 cups. This one holds only about 2. And honestly, I like cutting back during the summer because it's a little bit warmer, it's a little bit tamer, and I don't want to like start sweating regardless, you know, coming up warm weathers. For the cold weathers, I will drink out of the big cup just because it's fucking cold, and 3 cups is just great. Also, this marks because yesterday I cheated. Yesterday I went to the gym after, because I was like, I was free, I had nothing else to do. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the gym before I go grocery shopping. So I went to the gym yesterday and today, and it's been like a 3-week long break, and man, it feels good to be back. Let me tell you, my body from yesterday's workout, my body is fucking sore, and it just absolutely feels great. I mean, I was gonna go running this morning after my body weight stuff, but I had a feeling that if I started running, I was gonna have to take a long poo, and I did not want to be in the middle of a run, because I've been waiting on it. Usually my bowels are more in tune, but right now they're not. I know this is TMI for some folks, but I didn't want to be midway through a run and have to go take a dump, because that is not fun, trying to run and hold at the same time. You know, I mean, what are you supposed to do? Slow down? Then you slow down, and then you're gonna have to hold it in longer. But if you're running, you're focused on running, you can't really hold it in. So I was like, you know what? After the body weights and stuff, I'm still not feeling like I need to go use the restroom. I better just go ahead and drive to work, wait for that feeling to come through, and after works and everything of that nature. I'll just drink some more water, drink my coffee, and eventually I'll get to go running. But yeah, it's gonna be a busy week for me these next 3 days, especially in particular because I'm going on another trip coming up here pretty soon, and I have to get everything ready before I leave for that trip. It's gonna be a fishing trip. We're going down to a very special spot my side of the family discovered last year. My wife isn't going this time around, unfortunately. She's just not into the fishing and hunting as much as I am. It's fair enough. I mean, so she's not going. It's just gonna be me and my family. She's gonna watch the kid, and we'll handle it from there. I mean, it is what it is. Wife just doesn't really enjoy fishing as much as I do. Hey, it's whatever. I mean, if she doesn't enjoy it, I mean, I'm not gonna force her to go on these trips with me. I mean, it is what it is. So, but I'm still gonna go, and she fully understands that, and she agrees that hey, sometimes we can go on trips and stuff without another person. That's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as it's not like every single fucking day or week or month or anything of that nature. Oh, this is not my wife's ambulance. I thought it was my wife's ambulance, but no, it's not. I thought it was. Oh well. I was gonna wave at her and say, "Hey, fuck you!" But anyways, yeah, going on a fishing trip. So I got another. So these back-to-back 2-3 weeks have been. Or these about 2-3 weeks have been kind of super busy for me because I have to get ahead in school. I have to make sure everything is scheduled out for the work. I have to, now I have to make sure that the baby is going to be taken care of. Luckily, we got that figured out already. It's just busy. It's just slightly busy for these few extra weeks, and that's perfectly fine. I mean, it's perfectly fine. I'm enjoying it, because I don't know when the next time I'll actually get to go on another vacation per se, because we just don't know. We've been just handling business as it is. So, anyways. How do you guys handle going back to work on vacation days? I mean, what do you guys like have some weird sort of ritual, weird little sort of a way to ease back into it? Because it is going to be a hellacious trip back, or it's going to be a hellacious 3 days, or 3 or 4 days. I can't remember how many days I'm staying before we leave again. 3 or 4 or 5. I don't remember. Today is Monday, right? Yeah, today is Monday because it's Memorial Day. But it's going to be a hellacious few extra days. It's going to be, and then off to another vacation. But that one's going to be a little bit more interactive than just the beach one. Well, I don't know, because it was pretty interactive this beach trip, because we had to pack the stuff. It's not like we had a long walk to the beach. I'd say maybe like 150 yards. Not that far of a walk to the beach, set it all up, watch the kid, deal with the kid. Yeah, I wouldn't say we had too much of a busy. It was too much of a typical type of relaxing I would do, because sometimes. Well, my wife makes this very, very large distinction that sometimes our vacation styles are completely fucking opposite to each other's. Sometimes, right? See, my idea is sometimes. Now, this is sometimes. You know what? Thinking about it, I think it has something more along the lines of do with the location we're at, and I wouldn't even say the people we're with. I think I would say it's more along the lines of the location we're at. Well, no, it is sometimes with the people we're with. I would say, okay, all right, let's break down. Let's break this down. It has to do with location and the people we're with. Yes, that's how I'm going to break it down. Because, all right, we went on beach trips. We went on 2 beach trips. Well, it also has the fact that we also have now starting at no, that really doesn't matter at that point, because we have, okay, let's do this. We have 2 sides of the family, as most people have. 2 sides of the family. Her side and my side of the family. I still consider a whole family, but for the sake of this conversation, let's go with 2 sides of the family. Okay, so we get 2 sides of the family, right? we go on a beach trip with my side of the family. We typically get all the stuff to cook dinners, breakfast, and lunch. Bring it all down there with us, pop open, and typically stay at the tent or stay at the beach house and just chillax and not do much of anything, depending on who. Really depends. Because for some odd reason, when I'm with my family, I might be a little bit more active than what she is, right? She's very relaxing, lethargic, which is fine. Hey, that's perfectly fine. Now, flip that to the opposite side. When we're vacationing with her family, she's way more active, and I'm more lethargic and lazy and just want to just fucking chill. It's pretty weird. I'm gonna have to converse this with her because this will be something else we can converse when we're talking about the next time we go on vacation, go on a long road trip or something of that nature. Because on the way there and on the way back, we had conversations. Let me tell you, that's some of the best conversations you can have is when you're just on a long trip with somebody, regardless if the kid's in the back watching Frozen for the third fucking time in the span of a day. But having conversations with your partner on a long trip, just weird conversations, is just how those long trips sometimes go by. Now, luckily where we went, it wasn't that far away. It was only like 4.5 hours. Not that far. It was just perfect distance with a 2-year-old not screaming or anything of that nature. So it was perfectly fine. But let me tell you guys, I'm so glad to be back. Sometimes it is great to be back because you sleep in your own bed, you sleep in your own feel is sometimes just as great coming back as it is, going to the vacation. And your own familiarity with the roads and the people around and stuff. It's just great. It really is just great. So yeah. It's great to be back, but it also is a sad, somber thing because you had to go back to your reality. Now, if I could go on vacations a lot more, I probably could. We probably could go on vacations a lot more, a lot easier too. But we've been holding off on it mainly because the 2-year-old it's kind of hard to. You guys know what some of you guys have kids, and I imagine it gets easier as time goes on, or if you have multiple kids, you get used to it. But for us right now, it was just it's so much easier to have somebody else with us to help us out with the little one than just us right now. It's not like we don't trust ourselves on these type of long trips. It's just we just feel as though it's easier. I have, however, booked another trip for next year, 2022, a long trip, and I told family members they want to come. We're gonna have to book it now. Get it ready for it now. If not, it's just gonna be us 3. By then, the little one will be a year older, so it'll be a little bit easier to maintain, easier to handle her and stuff. But still, it's just one of those weird. It's just one of those things that I wouldn't say we're completely uncomfortable with. It's just more along the lines of we want to enjoy more times with our families at the same time because yes, we see our family regularly. Okay, it's not like we're away from our family. It's not like we live in different states. I wouldn't say different cities, but my mother does live in a different city, just not far. It's not like we're in different states, and it's not like we're not like a quick ride down the road from each other or anything of that nature. So we do see each other regularly all the time. However, we don't go on vacations and stuff as often as we once did in the past, mainly because everybody's gotten older. We all have had different type of priority shifts in our lives and life, So when last year came about, the wife and I were blessed enough, compared to some people, we were blessed enough to be so financially ahead in Christ, we're so financially stable right now, as of right now, that I made the ultimate decision that we're going to go on vacation with her side of the family. The first time her side of the family has been on vacation in 11, 12 years. It's just absolutely crazy. And we've been on vacation with my side of the family a few times, you know, throughout those 12 years, a few times. But never with her side of the family. So I was like, okay, our little Logan, she's just she's a little over a year. She's walking. She's perfectly fine. I think we can handle this longer type trip. This 4.5 hour long trip to the beach. Enjoy beach. We have Pop with us and other people, so that's what we did. And now it's going to be a tradition. I'm going to drag their asses out to a vacation spot. Let me tell you, that side of the family, it is hard. It is hard. Now I've learned with this side of the family, from this trip alone, I've learned with this side of the family, don't ask for their damn opinion about things. You just tell them where you're going, when to show up, and what to bring. Because, man, they have so I wouldn't say they're bad at planning. I would say it's more along the lines of they're so concerned about what other people think that they keep forgetting about, and this is for them too. So they keep putting it off. Wife kept wanting, because it was funny. I did a little social experiment to my psychology major wife. I told her, I said, all right, plan the vacation with your side of the family, week long, into May or June, right around there. She said, okay. I told her this back, I don't know, close to November-ish. Come March. Hey, have you planned anything or looked up anywhere for the vacation with the fam at the beach or anything of that nature? No. Okay, we'll get to it. It's coming close up to the month. We ain't got much time left. Let's go ahead and get a place booked. Okay. Come the end of April. Have you planned anything? I haven't even looked. Okay, I got this. That's exactly how those conversations go most of the time. When my wife's planning a vacation, she doesn't do planning vacations very well, or she doesn't do that type of planning very well, because there's no set list, there's no set steps, there's no direct guidelines for her to follow, because you have to basically find a place yourself, see if it's good, and then go from there. But at this time, there wasn't really many places you could choose from, so beggars can't be choosers at the end of all that. But anyways, so she is pretty much not good at planning vacations or things at random without a set priority list or things of that nature. It is her personality trait. However, you give her complicated tasks, that some shit that I have no fucking desire to deal with, such as dealing with insurance companies about, a medical bill or anything of that nature. I don't want anything to fucking do with that, because you have to go through here, gotta talk to this person, call this number. That's all her. She's on it, like white on rice. It is just absolutely nuts. I'm like, I would have fucking given up like 3 steps ago and just paid that bitch in full. You put more work into it than me, good on you, But that's her, but that's how we trade off, I mean, I can handle the vacation planning. Just shut up. You're going for 7 days. This is what you need to bring. Start packing. That sort of deal. So I can handle that a lot better than she can. That's just trade-offs for her and I. So sorry about this longer video, guys. I've been wanting to talk to you guys for like a week. I've been wanting to post a video for like a week and stuff. It's just I wanted to enjoy times with the families and things of that nature. So I'm back, bitches, for a few days, and then I'll probably do a few videos on the fishing trip. Why not? Just to show you guys what I'm catching and how out and enjoying life. So if you guys would, go ahead and give me... So I'm going to let you guys go. And I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed Memorial Day. It is a somber type holiday because it is a holiday we blessed warriors, soldiers, Marines, airmen, Navy men, Coast Guard, even law enforcement. I would say I would even include law enforcement in that. We bless those who protect our peace and remember those who have fallen. Well, it's mainly we remember those who have fallen in the line of duty to protect the peace we so thoroughly enjoy right now. And remember that it is a day to bless the fallen, and there's only one way you can really do that, and that is with barbecue ribs and cold beer. No, for real. As a military member and as a survivor of a fallen military member, parent, the best way I can honor these folks, and I know exactly how to do it. I don't dip anymore. I give them a can of dip, or a cigarette, a beer, and some some banging ribs. Is the best thing to remember these folks by, and let them know that their sacrifice has not gone unnoticed, because we enjoyed this wonderful peace found nowhere else in the world. Let me tell you, the rest of the world, even other first world countries, are nowhere near as blessed we are here in America. So enjoy your guys' Memorial Day weekend, and remember why we really celebrate it, and enjoy your times with the families doing it, because it is about fellowship. It is about, coming together and honoring those who have paid the ultimate price. So if you guys would, go ahead and give me a like, comment, and subscribe right down at the bottom down there. That fucking comment, motherfuckers. Give me a like. Go ahead and subscribe too. Come on, it's not like you're really gonna watch every single video you subscribe to, every YouTuber you subscribe to. I can tell you, I don't watch every fucking video that comes out of every YouTuber that comes out, or every subscription I have on YouTube. Just go ahead and subscribe. It's a quick click, okay? And if you guys would, and as always, work hard. Peace.